Your cellular batteries are dying, and no amount of coffee, supplements, or pushing through it is gonna likely fix that. I know this because I've been exactly where you are. 50 pounds into my weight loss journey, eating clean, exercise, taking all the right supplements, and I was absolutely exhausted. Brain fog hitting me by the afternoon, needing coffee just to function, wondering if something was seriously wrong. Turns out something was wrong, but it wasn't what any doctors were telling me or what I was initially thinking. My mitochondria were being hit hard, and until I fixed that, nothing else mattered. I'm Dr. Jones, DC, and I lead the coaching department at our nationwide GLP-1 and peptide clinic, and I work with my medical team, helping thousands of patients optimize their metabolic health. See, this passion of mine comes from my own 100-pound weight loss journey and the exhaustion that I battled alongside the way. See, here's what I've learned coaching all these patients. There are 3 hidden killers draining your cellular batteries, aka your mitochondria, and once you identify your killer, the fix becomes so obvious. But here's the thing that's going to shock you. One of these killers is probably something that you thought was actually helping your weight loss, something that a doctor might have even recommended. And by the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly which killer is behind your fatigue, and you'll have a complete protocol to reset your mitochondria. So let's go. So what exactly are your mitochondria and why should you care? So think of the mitochondria as tiny batteries inside every single cell in your body. You have trillions of them, and their only job is to produce energy. Their main job. Think of ATP, which is that energy, as the fuel that powers everything that all your cells do. And mind you, you have trillions of cells. When these batteries are healthy and charged up, you feel alive, sharp mind, steady energy, your body burns fat efficiently, everything just works. But when these batteries start failing, that's when you get the symptoms that everybody complains about. The brain fog, the afternoon crashes, the feeling cold all the time. And here's the big one for weight loss. Your metabolism tanks. Think about your phone when it hits 10% battery. What does it do? It goes into low power mode, dims the screen, shuts down the background apps, stops doing everything that isn't absolutely essential. Your body does the exact same thing when your mitochondria are struggling. I call it battery mode metabolism. You go into survival mode. They stop burning fat efficiently, they conserve every calorie that they can, and you feel exhausted, foggy, and stuck. Now here's where it gets interesting. Your mitochondria, they don't just randomly fail. Something is affecting them greatly. And in my experience, coaching thousands of patients, it comes down to 3 specific killers, and we're gonna break it all down. Okay, number 1, insulin resistance. Now you probably have heard insulin resistance in terms of blood sugar and diabetes, but here's what most people don't realize. Insulin resistance is damaging your mitochondrial function from the inside out. So here's what's happening. When you're insulin resistant, your body is pumping out way more insulin than it should. Those chronically elevated insulin levels create something called oxidative stress. Think of it like cellular rust. And that rust is eating away at your mitochondrial membranes, which is the barriers around your mitochondria. That barrier is so important because things have to constantly come in and out. Your batteries are literally corroding. The symptoms of this killer are pretty specific. Afternoon energy crashes, especially after meals, brain fog that coffee barely touches, sugar cravings that feel impossible to control, and stubborn belly fat that won't budge, no matter how hard you try. And if that sounds like you, insulin resistance is probably your primary killer. But the good news is, this is very reversible. And in our clinic, patients frequently see significant improvement in their resistance within weeks to months after using things like therapeutic fasting, low-carb strategies, and the right medications. Their energy comes back, their brain fog lifts, and suddenly fat loss becomes possible again. Now, if this insulin resistance piece is hitting home and you're realizing that this might be what's been holding you back, we offer discovery calls where our patient advocates can assess your specific situation and help you understand what's actually going on metabolically speaking. You can either text number on the screen or you can check out the link in the description if you want to explore that. But first, let me show you killer number 2, because this one is going to surprise you. This is the killer that's going to shock most of you watching this video right now. It's probably affecting more of you than you realize. Number 2, starvation mode. I call this battery saving mode metabolism. And here's what's happening. When you've been eating too little over too long of a time, your body thinks that there's a famine. It doesn't know that you're trying to lose weight. It thinks that you're starving. So what does it do? It slows down your mitochondria in an effort to conserve energy. Your cellular batteries go into power saving mode and they stay there. This is incredibly common in chronic dieters, people who've been restricting calories for months or years, and this is all too common. The number 1 complaint of a weight loss plateau comes on these medications, GLP-1s, from this right here. So here's the kicker. People on Ozempic, Mounjaro, Wegovy, they've lost their appetite and accidentally stopped eating enough. The symptoms are distinct. You're exhausted all the time. You're cold, especially your hands and your feet. you're constipated. And here's the frustrating part, your weight won't even budge, even though that you're barely eating. And if you're eating significantly below your metabolic needs, which for many patients I catch 1,200 or even lower, you're wondering why you're not losing weight. This is probably it. Let me tell you about Sarah. See, she came to us after 8 months on Mounjaro. She lost 35 pounds initially, and then she completely stalled for 6 weeks. She was eating 1,100 calories a day, and she couldn't understand why the scale wouldn't move. She was exhausted, freezing cold, brain fog so bad that she thought something was wrong with her thyroid. Turns out her mitochondria weren't damaged. They were just in battery saving mode. Her body was convinced that she was starving, so it had slammed the brakes on her metabolism. See, here's the counterintuitive truth. Took me years to understand. The diet that you thought was helping you might actually be the thing that broke your batteries. Okay, number 3, chronic inflammation. Chronic inflammation contributes to many of the diseases that we see today, and it's absolutely crushing your mitochondria. At a cellular level, this is what's going on. When you have chronic inflammation, your immune system is constantly activated. It's pumping out these inflammatory molecules called cytokines, basically alarm signals that tell your body to stay on high alert. And those alarm signals directly attack your mitochondria. Your batteries are under assault 24/7. Now, the source of this inflammation varies. Gut issues like leaky gut, poor sleep, chronic stress, processed foods, and excessive omega-6s from seed oil consumption. If you want me to make a video where I do a deep dive specifically into leaky gut and how that impacts your mitochondria, let me know in the comments if that would be helpful to you. And then finally, autoimmune conditions. The symptoms overlap with the other killers, but have some distinct features. You're achy and you're puffy, brain fog that feels different, almost like your head is full of cotton. Fatigue that sleep doesn't fix. You wake up tired no matter how much you rest. Let me tell you about Mike, 48-year-old executive, exercising 5 days a week, eating what he thought was clean. But he was exhausted. He couldn't figure out why. We ran his labs. His CRP, that's a blood test for inflammation, was 8.2. For cardiovascular risk, we want that as low as possible, and general ranges considered under 3. Within 10 weeks of addressing his inflammation, his CRP levels dropped, his energy came back, and here's the bonus. He dropped another 18 pounds without changing his intake of calories, just fixing the inflammation. Now, here's what makes this tricky. Those 3 killers, they don't work in isolation. They're completely interconnected. You see, insulin resistance drives inflammation. Inflammation drives insulin resistance. Starvation mode increases inflammation because your body is stressed. Most exhausted people that I see have 2 or even 3 of these killers working against them simultaneously. That's why single solutions fail. You can't just take a supplement and fix this. You need a system. And that's exactly what I'm going to give you right now. So let's start with the foundation. These are the 4 non-negotiables that fix all 3 of the killers. They're free, they're proven, and they work. Okay, foundation number 1 is exercise, specifically resistance training. I know, you're exhausted. The last thing you want to do is lift weights. But here's why this is non-negotiable. Exercise activates something called PGC1 alpha. Think of this as a master switch for building new mitochondria. When you flip this switch, your body doesn't just repair old batteries, it builds brand new ones. In our clinic, patients who commit to resistance training 3 times per week typically see faster and more sustained energy improvements than those trying to diet their way to better mitochondrial health. Exercise literally flips the switch, and nothing else does it as effectively. 3 days per week is what works for most of our patients. That's the target, non-negotiable. Number 2 is sleep. Deep sleep is when your mitochondria repair themselves. It's maintenance mode for your batteries. You skip the maintenance and your batteries degrade faster than you can possibly rebuild them. 7 to 9 hours, quality sleep, non-negotiable. Cold room, consistent sleep schedule, no screens before bed. This isn't optional. Now, if the connection between sleep, exercise, and your cellular energy is clicking for you right now, hit that subscribe button because we put out 2 videos per week, deep diving into metabolic optimization strategies, exactly like this one. Speaking of which, foundation number 3 might be the most powerful of all. Foundation number 3, strategic fasting, not chronic restriction. That's killer number 2. I'm talking about strategic fasting. You see, when you fast for 24 to 48 hours, something incredible happens. Your body activates a process called autophagy. Think of it as your cellular cleanup mode. Your body identifies old, damaged mitochondria, it breaks them down, recycles the parts, and then you refeed. It builds brand new healthy mitochondria to replace them. This is our flow protocol approach that we use in our clinic. Fast strategically and then feast strategically. It's not a constant calorie restriction. That's what got you into this mess to begin with. And then foundation number 4, temperature stress. This one surprises people. Cold exposure and heat exposure both powerfully stimulate mitochondrial growth. You see, cold exposure activates that PGC1 that we talked about through a completely different pathway than exercise. So you're getting a double hit here: cold showers, ice baths, cryotherapy 2 to 3 times per week. Heat exposure through saunas activates something called heat shock proteins, and these repair damaged mitochondria. Also 2 to 3 times per week. You don't need fancy equipment. A cold shower at the end of your normal shower works. Time in a hot bath or a steam room can count. Now, those 4 foundations work for everyone, regardless of which killer is your primary issue. But if you want to accelerate your results, then you need to add a targeted reset for your specific killer. If insulin resistance is your primary killer, here's your targeted reset. First, go carnivore or strict keto for about 3 months. I know that sounds extreme, but you need to break that sugar cycle completely. Every time you spike insulin, you're adding more rust to your mitochondria. Then add some therapeutic fasting once you're fat adapted, meaning your body has learned how to be able to burn fat for fuel instead of constantly needing carbs. This is where that flow protocol shines. Therapeutic fasting every single week that accelerates insulin sensitivity restoration. I've seen patients achieve significant improvement in their insulin resistance within 8 to 12 weeks of using this approach. Of course, individual times are going to vary. Their fasting insulin levels drop, their energy skyrockets, and fat loss finally becomes easy. If you want me to make a complete video breaking down our full insulin resistance reversal protocol, step by step, the same thing that we give to our patients, let me know in the comments if that would be helpful to you. If starvation mode is your primary killer, then your reset is counterintuitive. You need to eat more, not less, more. Remember Sarah, the Mounjaro patient that was eating 1,100 calories? Here's what we did. We started with a metabolic reset. We slowly increased her calories over 4 weeks. We started at 1,300, and then we went up about 200 calories every single week. This included carbohydrates, avoided any long fasting during the reset. The goal was to convince her body that the famine was over, that it was safe to turn the mitochondria back on. Within 4 weeks, her energy came back. Within 8 weeks, weight loss resumed, and we could add strategic fasting back in. This is the part that frustrates people. You have to eat more before you can fast effectively and start losing weight again. Many of the chronic dieters that I coach need this metabolic reset before anything else will work. And I don't care what kind of peptides you throw at it. If you've been restricting calories for months and you're exhausted with a stalled scale, this is probably you. If chronic inflammation is your primary killer, here's your targeted reset. First, eliminate the sources. Processed foods gone, seed oils gone, focus on anti-inflammatory whole foods or a carnivore diet. Heal your gut. A huge portion of your immune system lives in your gut. If your gut is inflamed, your whole body is inflamed. BBC 157 peptides have shown promising gut healing properties in animal studies, and in our clinic, we use it for gut healing, and the results have been encouraging. Third, you need to calm down the immune system. I love low-dose naltrexone, and it's a game changer for this and inflammation as well. You could also add curcumin and resveratrol as powerful anti-inflammatory supplements. Remember Mike, CRP dropped from 8.2 to 1.4, he lost 18 pounds, all from addressing inflammation. His mitochondria weren't broken, they were just under attack. Stop the attack, recover your batteries. Let me know in the comments what are the top 3 fatigue symptoms that are impacting you the most, and I'll tell you which killer is likely your primary issue based on the pattern that you described. Now, once you got your foundation locked in and you're doing your targeted reset, then and only then can we talk about optimization. This is where supplements and peptides come in. But I need you to understand something critical here. Peptides and supplements without the foundation equal expensive disappointment. And I see this stuff all the time. People want to skip straight to the fancy stuff. But if it works, it's very marginal. Get your foundation first right, and then we can optimize. Once your foundation is solid, here are the supplements that support mitochondrial function, and then we'll talk about peptides next. NAD precursors like NMN. Think of NAD as the battery charger. Your mitochondria need it to produce energy, and as we age, NAD levels, they begin to drop. Supplementing can help restore youthful mitochondrial function. What I recommend to patients is this: take NMN in a fasted state, morning before you eat. Some research suggests that this may optimize absorption. And if you want faster results, you can do NAD injections directly, subcutaneous, directly into the fat tissue. CoQ10 combined with PQQ. CoQ10 is like the spark plug in your mitochondria. It's essential for the energy production process. PQQ actually stimulates the growth of new mitochondria. Together, they're powerful. Creatine. Yes, the same creatine that bodybuilders use. It acts as an energy buffer in your cells. Helps your mitochondria work more efficiently. 5 grams per day, and research is showing that you might even benefit from 10 grams per day. Magnesium. You literally can't make ATP without magnesium. Many people don't get enough. Glycinate is my favorite form, although I love magnesium threonate before bed because it helps calm down the brain and let you slip into sleep better. Alpha lipoic acid. This is an antioxidant that specifically protects mitochondria from oxidative stress. Remember killer number one, the cellular rust? ALA helps prevent that. For those of you who want to go even further, let's talk peptides. These are advanced tools. They require a prescription and should be used under medical supervision, but they can dramatically accelerate mitochondrial recovery. First one is MOTS-c. This is essentially exercise in a vial. It activates AMPK, your metabolic master switch, stimulates your body to build new mitochondria without additional exercise. Not a replacement for exercise, but a powerful addition. Another one that's very similar to MOTS-c, which might even replace it because you don't need injections, is O304 or ATX304. This is another AMPK pathway activator that also acts like an exercise mimetic. And then there's SS31. This peptide specifically targets those mitochondrial membranes. It stabilizes them and protects them from damage. SS31 received FDA approval in 2025 for treating Barth syndrome, which is a rare genetic mitochondrial disease. It's not approved for general mitochondrial dysfunction, so of course any other use is considered off-label. But for our patients who need deeper mitochondrial repair, our doctors prescribe SS31, and it's something that they see very valuable when needed. If you want me to do a complete deep dive on mitochondrial peptides, how they work, how to use them, let me know in the comments if that would be helpful to you. Okay, so let's bring this all together. Here's your implementation hierarchy. Number one, lock in your foundation. Exercise, sleep, strategic fasting, temperature stress. This is non-negotiable. Start here. Number two, identify your primary killer. Look at your symptoms. Which pattern matches you? Insulin resistance, starvation mode, or chronic inflammation? Most people have two, sometimes even three, but one is usually dominant. And then step three, apply your targeted reset. Keto plus fasting for insulin resistance, metabolic reset for starvation mode, or the anti-inflammatory protocol for high levels of inflammation. And then step four, add some optimization. Supplements first, and then peptides if needed and available. The sequence matters, skip steps, and you'll be disappointed. Okay, here's the reality. Some cases are complex. If you've got multiple killers stacked on top of each other, if you've been struggling for years, if there's a hormone dysfunction involved at the same time, you need proper testing to identify the root cause. You need a personalized protocol, and you need professional guidance to stack these tools correctly. That's exactly what we help people do. If you're dealing with crushing fatigue despite doing everything right, if your weight loss has stalled even though you're barely eating, if you want a personalized protocol that addresses your specific killers, that's what our discovery calls are for. You'll get to speak with one of our patient advocates. They're going to walk through your health history, what you've tried, what hasn't worked, and your long-term goals. You'll get a feel of what it's like to work with me, our coaches, our medical team, and they're going to walk through some programs and pricing so that you can see what long-term success could actually look like for you. You can either text the number on the screen, or you can check out the link in the description to book that call. Your mitochondria are ready to work for you again. You just need to stop poisoning them and start rebuilding them. Now, if you guys want to learn more about mitochondria, specifically how hormones impact, and more about those peptides as well, check out this video right there. See you guys in the next one.